Hey everybody, this is Eric Porter from Sea of Tranquility, and I'm here to bring you a concert review. Yes, another concert review for me. Um, I love my shows, I love going to live events, and this is something that's very special to the capital region where I live in upstate New York. This is a festival that's been going on for the past 8 years, basically a jam band festival. It is called Rock the Dock, and it takes place in Lake George, New York. And there you can see the lineup for this year's event. So this event has been going on, I believe, for 8 years. I want to say it started in 2018. Um, I believe it started kind of small, and then the last couple of years they've had some pretty big acts. They've had Galactic, Dopapod, Eggy has played this event. Anyway, I know most people wouldn't be familiar with the area. Lake George is located in the Adirondacks. So basically, I am going north of Albany, if that means anything to anybody. And you are driving. It's an absolutely gorgeous area. Beautiful mountains. As you get here, Lake George, it's a beautiful setting. And this takes place, it's called the Lake George Steamboat Company. And the event takes place right on the dock or the pier, if you will, in Lake George. And basically, the steamboat company doesn't operate on this day. And I'll show you a quick picture of what the event looks like. So this is, you can see the boat in the background. There's actually three boats that surround the stage, and then the area of where the steamboat company's building sits. They set up two stages, as you can see, the Rock the Dock main stage, and then right to the left of that, there's a smaller stage. And the way the event is run, as the main bands play and then come off, you have a local band, Neon Avenue, who were excellent. I will talk about them later. And they were playing in between the sets of the bands. So as you can see, that's a pretty cool shot of the setup. So for the event this year, we had Neon Avenue, like I mentioned, who were playing in between the sets. You have the Switch, Wild Adriatic, Chestnut Grove, Pink Talking Fish, and the headliner Umphrey's McGee. I did a concert review for Umphrey's McGee back in April. I saw them in Nashville, and that was my first show. They absolutely blew me away. And when I saw that they were playing this event, there was no way I was going to miss it. It's about a half hour from my house. And like I said, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous setting. So the event took place, it was Saturday, July 12th. Started at 4 in the afternoon and went to 11 o'clock. So don't get on me for this, but being an older guy, it was a very hot, humid day, and I decided to go up a little later. So I did miss the first couple acts, which I apologize for. So I did not see the Switch, and I did not see Chestnut Grove. But we are going to talk about the rest because it was an amazing day. So, like I said, I probably got up there, I don't know, 5:30, quarter of six, and a band that actually formed in Saratoga, New York, from where I'm from, Wild Adriatic, came on and played, and boy, uh, absolutely blew me away. Their singer, I hope I get these names right, Travis Gray, what a powerful singer. And you know me, I don't talk about singers very often. Really terrific. Uh, the only kind of downer is I enjoyed them so much. I do plan to go see them next Thursday. They're going to be playing in a Live at Five event in Albany, but it appears the band is kind of at their end. I did see some posts on Facebook where I believe they formed, I want to say back in 2011, and it appears the band's time has come to an end. They have this is one of their last shows. I think they have a few more shows to finish out, and then it appears that they are no more, which is unfortunate. That's on me. I'm obviously late to the jam scene. But I was absolutely blown away with him. Travis is an excellent guitar player. The bassist was a blast to watch, really fun band. And I believe they brought a saxophonist up who was with another band. I'm not sure if it was the Switch or Chestnut Grove who jammed with them for a couple tunes. But boy, these guys, very impressed. I do know they have a couple albums out. Go check them out on YouTube. Uh, but they were absolutely amazing. A little tip of the cap. Sorry, I haven't caught you in the past, and I'm going to try to catch the last couple shows that they're doing in my area. Just, really, really hit home. Um, so I think after Wild Adriatic, again, Neon Avenue would come on and they would play in between the bands. Really good band. They had two guitar players, keyboard player, and drummer from the sets that I saw. Absolutely terrific. And again, like I said, we'll talk about them later. The next band that was up is Pink Talking Fish. If you're not familiar with Pink Talking Fish and you hear that name, you're going to say, I wonder what they do. Well, you don't have to think too hard because they are kind of a fusion of those bands. They do, I'm trying to think of, I heard a bunch of Floyd. They did some Fish Talking Heads at the end of the set. I think they did, some of the more popular Talking Heads songs. The song that got me was they actually did Golden Slumbers by the Beatles, and that sounded terrific. And again, absolutely terrific, terrific players. I do want to say that very good stage presence again from this band. They were just as you would expect. You're not going to play those bands if you can't get the job done because you're not going to be around for very long. They were really good. Got to talk to the singer, guitarist for a couple minutes after their performance and just kind of went up to him, shook his hand, told him how much I enjoyed them. Another band that I've seen around my area a lot. I do know that they tour. I think they're heavy in the Northeast, but I know they do tour. Very disappointed I haven't checked them out before. So I definitely will be checking these guys out again. And they really, again, the crowd was really into them. Terrific. And when he would do his Gilmore stuff, because that's kind of that would be what I gravitated to the most is the Floyd stuff. Uh, Absolutely terrific. His guitar tone, his sound, he just nailed that stuff. So as we're getting into the evening, here's another, I wanted to show you kind of a cool shot of the setting. So this is, I believe, during the headliner Umphrey McGee's performance. As you can see, that is taken from one of the boats. Really cool. Again, I can't emphasize enough how much the setting lent itself to kind of the vibe of the show. So now we get to the headliner, Umphrey's McGee, who, like I said, there's really two bands that have turned me on in the jam scene. And obviously I have more to explore because I hadn't heard Wild Adriatic and now I'm a fan and unfortunately they appear to be done. Um, but Umphrey's McGee and Squeaky Feet have been the bands, excuse me, that have stuck in my head. Um, and they did not disappoint. Umphrey's came out, they played from about 9:15 to 11, which is probably a short show for them. Um, and I've got to say that, Jake Sininger and Brendan Bayless, two stunning guitar players. And again, you prog guys, you need to check these guys out. Great band. So when I saw them in April, they had Chris Myers, who George and I have talked about, his one of his bands on For Fusion Friday, Kick the Cat. Chris, unfortunately, had decided to leave the band to pursue some other interests. So they had, I believe it's Scotty Zlang was filling in on drums. I don't know if he's going to be their permanent drummer, but he did a fantastic job. I kind of watched him and Brendan interact, and it looked like, Brendan would cue him on a few things, but I think for the most part, he just he went to town. So, and again, just kind of being a newbie to Umphreys, don't get on me. I know I heard In the Kitchen. I'm sure something's out on Setlist FM, but Silent Type is another one. Uncommon is another one that I know I heard. And then, as with most of the jam bands, they threw a couple covers in. So they did LaGrange, ZZ Top, which, little curveball there, but it was fun. And for their closer, they closed with Barbara O'Reilly, and I think they mixed the end of Bridgeless in with that. But just stunning. You have to go out and check these guys out on YouTube. The guitar synergy between Jake and Brendan is fantastic. Ryan Stasek, the bass player, terrific player. Andy Farrig, percussion. I want to mention all these guys because I've come away from two shows absolutely, completely impressed with them. And I do want to say, I think I mentioned this in the last review. Joel Cummings, the uh, keyboard player. Joel, come on. Yeah, I know you're a terrific player. I want to hear more from you. And Joel gets in the mix. Don't get me wrong, but he's so good. I just and I focus on Jake and Brendan because I'm a guitar guy. But Joel, turn it up, do some more of this. I want to hear you. You're absolutely terrific. So what a great day. Like I said, Rock the Dock. It appears that it's a yearly event. Um, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's to come. I do know that Umphrey's, I believe, and all the bands probably were just impressed. It's just, like I said, it's a great setting for a live show. We did have about a 10-minute spot of rain. I ran into one of the boats, so I stayed dry. But other than that, it was a beautiful day. I do want to show a little swag. Uh, Umphrey's, I picked up. Little koozie of Umphrey's McGee. This I learned in Nashville that the stickers are a big thing in this, so I grabbed a sticker. Um, I remember when I saw the Nashville show that a couple people actually talked to me, saw it was my first show, and gave me some stickers. I also did pick up a shirt from the event, kind of a very cool design on the front of the shirt, and then on the back, obviously, all the bands that played, Rock the Dock this year. But I do want to also make a special mention to the organizers of this event. Um, it was run beautifully, food trucks everywhere. So you had the vendors, there were a bunch of vendors. Food trucks. They had a little bit of everything. They had barbecue, they had pizza, they had a macaroni and cheese truck. Um, you can go up on those steamboats, and like I said, they surround the stage from the water, so you have a place to go if it's a little sunny, or in the case of yesterday where we got some rain. But the organizers have done a fantastic event, so I really want to thank them for having this, keeping it going. It's a great event for our region. I think the bands loved it. I know Umphrey said, right out of the gate, I think Brendan, after the second song, just said, "What a beautiful place," and we'd love to come back and play it for you again. So please do. They drew really well. Like I said, if you could see from that picture, that stage shot was absolutely a blast. So this was a wonderful event. Got to hang with my buddy Danny Noakes, who's a fan of the channel. So thanks, Danny. It was cool catching up with you. But I got to get some more people out to this one next year because it's a blast. So again, check out Umphrey's McGee. Check out these bands if you have any interest in the jam scene. I'm sure they all have stuff out there on YouTube. Just a blast. I love my concerts. I've got a bunch more coming up. Hopefully, I'll bring you some more reviews. But again, Rock the Dock, Lake George, 2025, headlined by Umphrey's McGee. Absolutely blown away again. Um, I love that band. I just think they're terrific. Can't wait to catch them again. And like I said, go see these shows because these bands now now that I got into Wild Adriatic and hear that they're going away, don't miss these bands when they come around because you never know. So visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and we are on Instagram all the damn time. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of all the content that comes on the channel. And check the links below. You have merch, Ko-Fi. Pete can do a little cameo for you if you like a little message from Pete. And just thank everyone for, your support of the channel. We have a blast doing it. Love talking music. I love being a part of this. And hopefully you guys are all getting something out of this too. I think you are. Check out those live shows. Don't miss them. Okay. So thanks, Eric Porter, for Sea of Tranquility. I'll have something for you very soon. More shows to come. But have a great day and go listen to music.